Harvard University is a major economic engine for the greater Boston area. Millions and millions of man hours every single year are worked by Local 103 families, and that's very important.
So it's a decision that Harvard says will have grave consequences for the future of higher education. President Trump says he's taking away Harvard's tax-exempt status. It comes after the administration froze more than $2 billion in federal funding.
We heard that there's some money being frozen, union labor, men and women, not just electricians. Everything they do is pretty much union, which provides for my family and thousands of other union members' families. But when that type of stuff is frozen, it obviously it's a trickle-down effect. It affects my family. It affects all the brothers and sisters of all the building trades.
To see some attacks come on Harvard and some of the funding mechanisms that they have is very concerning to us.
The job's going extremely well. Seamless, really. It's going to be open in January next year, and it seems to be right on track.
This is the Harvard Enterprise Research Campus. We got about a dozen Local 103 contractors on the job and about 200 electricians, technicians, and apprentices working on this site right here.
Any type of federal funding that won't be coming our way will directly result in my neighborhood not being built up the way it's expected to be built up, and certainly result in less jobs for us in construction, especially here at Local 103.
Joining Local 103 is one of the best decisions I made. It's only right to have the best and brightest tradesmen and electricians working on them. And it takes federal funding for that, puts food on my table, and everybody working in these buildings, from maintenance to builders, teachers, all them, to have a career, wake up every day knowing, I'm making the city a better place.
We work really hard to get people elected that share our common values and our interest in good jobs, and to see it getting dismantled in front of us it's really concerning.
We get the job done, but it doesn't feel so much like work, but just like, this is the lifestyle, you know what I mean? It's good to come to work, you got good people, they keep the camaraderie up, you got a great steward on the job, always checking in with the guys, making sure that the morale is there. And the overall union does that in a whole, so I'm just grateful.
I think the first thing we do as union members is come to work every day, do a good job, and give them nowhere else to go. They have to use us because we're the best.
We are the best trained and the best in the business. That's why we are paid the wages that we are paid. Harvard realizes that. That's why they give us the work.
We got to make sure that we're fighting, that we're here doing a good job, and you guys are doing that good job. You guys are the reason why Harvard University, right, is 100% union. I wanted to come out here, I just wanted to talk about what Harvard does and what Local 103 means to Harvard and what Harvard means to Local 103, because it's that important, brothers and sisters. The message to 103 members, keep coming to work, keep doing a first-class job building these facilities. The work's going to be there, and they're going to continue building, and they're going to continue counting on the men and women from Local 103 to build their world-class facilities.